Hi, and welcome. I am going live a couple days early. Something's come up, and hopefully, I'll be seeing some family from out of the country on Wednesday. But welcome, and I'm going to share some quick strategies, tactics for hiring well in a tight job market. And we are in a tight job market. So, my name is Kirsten Ross Vogel. If you don't know me, president, founder of focus4coaching.com. Been in business for 20 years. Been helping and dealing with recruiting and hiring for about 30. So I will say this is definitely a tight job market. Lots of things have led to that being the case. So in some ways that's good. In some ways that creates challenges. So I have been ending up helping my clients, almost 100% of my clients across the nation with hiring in the last couple of years because it's a little bit harder right now. So they need that extra. If you are watching, shoot me a question, say hello. If you're on Facebook, you're going to have to give Facebook some permission so that I can see who you are. If you don't feel like doing that, that's fine, but throw your name in the comments so I can see that you're here. So just saying hi is just going to show me Facebook user. So I'm on several different platforms right now, which is super fun. Again, tactics for hiring well in a tight job market. So I hope that you're going to get some strategies, get your pens ready to take notes for sure. And hey, it's going to be recorded, so you'll be able to watch it after the fact again and grab some more of the tactics. So the first thing is, I just want to caution you because in a tight job market, when it's hard to find candidates, when they're kind of streaming in way slower than you would like, than you've experienced in the past, sometimes it can be hard and you might feel yourself thinking, well, I just need a warm body in this spot. I'm not going to do the due diligence that I would normally use to hire. And I just want to really encourage you to avoid that. So, again, it might feel like the right thing to do. I just need a warm body. But as someone who's been in the field of human resources for about 30 years, I know what that can look like down the road. You do have 90 days. So I'm talking in the US, rules are different, but hopefully you're calling it a qualifying period, not a probationary period. But you do have 90 days to evaluate someone. I would say, if you feel like someone's not a fit, do the due diligence during that 90 days, qualifying period, again, not probationary period, and let them go during that period. It just makes things easier. But try to avoid it. There's so many unintended consequences, collateral damage, I call it, when you bring someone onto the team who's not really a fit. And it can take a little while to figure it out once they're on the job. And if you can use your good due diligence during the selection process versus bringing them onto your team, a lot less damage can happen. So again, while you might feel inspired to hire someone who really in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I know they're not a fit. This isn't going to be good, but I just really need someone. I just encourage you to avoid that action. All right. So how do we go about getting good clients in this or candidates in this market? One tactic, look at your job posting. So when we have tons and tons of active job seekers, we can absolutely start those job posts with you must have. You must have, this is what you have to do when you're on the job, those kinds of things. I encourage you to take a look at that first paragraph, those first, even just few sentences, and be creative. Get into the mind of the person who would be your ideal candidate. What would be enticing to them? What does it feel like to work for your organization? You really want to kind of sell the position, sell the organization, sell the outcomes that they're going to help create in the position. So definitely keep that in mind in those first. So you're really selling it. So you're not starting out with a bunch of stuff even about like the stuff from your website or from your mission vision about your organization either. Really use language that gets at the hearts and mind. And I see someone saying hi from LinkedIn. Hello. Hey, Eric. Thank you for saying hello. And your name popped in. So that's awesome. So get in the hearts and minds of what would be exciting for the ideal candidate. So let me give you a couple of quick things that I've used for some of my clients. So deep South Florida, super, super hot. They were looking for warehouse people that were absolutely going to be in the heat, not good climate control. So you're not starting with that. But I kind of tried to get in the heart and mind of someone who might be enticed to work in a position like that. Well, I started thinking, I bet they would be really excited if maybe they could get paid for a workout. Like, let's call out the elephant in the room. It's physical work working in this warehouse. And so maybe it's someone, again, who would be really excited about, I'm getting paid to work out. I had a jeweler client, and they were looking for a retail person. So I talked about, what do we use jewelry for? Sometimes we use it as gifts for milestones, big, important milestones. So I talked about the opportunity to help people select the perfect piece of jewelry to really celebrate big milestones. So I used kind of some flowery language, etc. So that warehouse position, we tweaked that job post. They went from 0 candidates to getting 250 over and hiring several people in the next couple of days or couple of weeks. So that was good. Same with the jeweler. They were able to hire an awesome retail person. They had been getting no good candidates. They were able to hire someone. It was a simple tweak. Now, is it magic? Can I guarantee? No, but it will. You really want to grab their attention initially. So again, think creatively. Think about, like, if you are a small to medium-sized family business, do you have a team that feels like family? Now, if you don't put that. But if you do, call it out, because the person who's going to fit in your organization is someone that fits in that environment. And so it's going to speak to their heart. It's going to sound enticing to them. So, anyway, that first couple of sentences, really key to get into the mind of the person who's going to be an ideal candidate. All right, next, look at your list of benefits. What else can you add? Hopefully, you might not even have health insurance on there, but hopefully you have that. But like, what else can you add? Make that list long. Be authentic, of course. So for instance, I'm going to talk about that. The jeweler again. I started doing some research. I looked at what other jewelry companies were offering, and I found this certification. And then I looked up the certification and I found out it was really, really inexpensive. Offer it. If it's like $25 or $30, add it to the list. That's a super simple thing to add to your list of benefits. The person thinking about, wow, I would love to help people create beautiful memories with these celebrating the milestones in their life, and I get certified. Wow, that's awesome. So be creative. Look at what some other people other organizations are including in their benefit section, and think about ways that you can offer something similar or the same thing. Around flexibility. Is there any flexibility in schedule? Now, a lot of times I've had clients say, no, I need them locked in. I need them working the same exact hours all the time. Well, but then I ask, is there any flexibility in the locked in hours? Like, if they designate some hours that work well for them. So let's say it's someone who wants to drop their kids off at school and then show up for work. And so they'd rather start at 9 or 9:30 and work a little bit later. Could that work? Yes, it could work, is very often what I hear. And so if that's the case with your organization, that they can have some say, hey, and I see some other people popping in, tell me you're here, say hello down in the comments. And if you have any questions, let me know. Pop them in the comments as well, and I'll answer those. So now I had myself lose my train of thought. Flexibility. So if you say yes, as long as it's locked in and stays consistent, you can still put flexibility as a benefit, flexible schedule, because it's flexible initially. They get some say in what their then cemented schedule is. So that still counts. Again, you don't want to put anything that's not authentic in there, but just think creatively about what you can add. All right. So one, I encourage you to not do the warm body thing where you're just bringing people into the organization that might not be a fit. Do your good due diligence anyway. I know it is harder to find candidates right now. Many of the candidates that we're finding are passive versus or that are active are Facebook users saying hi. Tell me your name. It's not telling me your name, but thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it. Can you throw your name in the comments so I know who you are? Or go, you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, I think it is, and then you give permission for StreamYard to put your name and everything in there and your picture. So again, try to avoid the warm body situation where you're just putting someone who's not necessarily fit in your organization, lots of collateral damage, even if they're only there during a qualifying period of 90 days where you evaluate them on the job. There's just lots of stuff that can wreak havoc and go awry. So please avoid doing that. So still do your good due diligence. Still, and you might need to invest in, whether you're using someone to support you in your hiring. Again, we've been helping a lot of our clients with hiring lately. I have some other people to help me go and invite people to apply because again, there's less active job seekers right now. But when people are seeing your job post, again, you want that initial few sentences to be enticing. Get in the mind and the heart of the person that you're looking for, that ideal candidate. What are some key things that would be enticing to them, that would really encourage them to apply for your position? Is it something about your organization? Is it something because you have promotional opportunities? Is it the difference they'll help to make with their work with your organization? Are you doing amazing work in the world and they get to be a part of it? I use the example of in the warehouse, get paid to work out. So look for some of those things that would be enticing to the ideal candidate. Some ways to get them thinking like, yeah, that would be a great idea. Then look at your benefits. Where can you be? Hey, Peter, thanks for saying hi. It's been forever. I hope all is well in your world. So look at the benefits. What are some other things, be creative with some other things, make that list a little bit longer. Again, always with authenticity, but what else can you include? And like I said, I shared that like a jewelry client, I looked at other jewelry companies to see what they were offering and found this certification that cost about $25 or $30. Super simple to add. Something else on that list is good. And look at your I would say too, if you can offer any kind of tuition assistance. And again, you get to create the rules for that. So I'm thinking, the warehouse position down in Florida, it's going to be super hot. We're going to entice them in with they get paid to do a workout. Well, they might also be in school. So if there's some kind of tuition assistance, again, you can specify like how much it is. You can put a cap on it. You're not specifying that in the job posts. Is there any amount of tuition assistance you can offer? And is it towards specific things? It can be aligned with positions that you ultimately want to hire within the organization down the road. So if it's a warehouse thing, maybe there's some kind of logistics. But anyway, look for other ways, think creatively about other benefits that you can offer, and also look at flexibility. Like I said, we can use that definition loosely. Flexibility in schedule doesn't mean they're picking their schedule all the time. It can be as much as, hey, we have a 2-hour window and we want you to choose within that 2-hour window of your start time and then lock it in. That counts. So if they're going to have some amount of flexibility in choosing what their schedule is, even if it's ultimately going to be cemented in after that, you can still say that there's flexibility in the schedule. All right, that is it. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining. If you watch this after the fact, please do the pound replay so that I know that you saw it. Thanks for those who said hi. I really appreciate it. I am going to be doing these at least once a week, just trying to share strategies for, we're in some unprecedented times. So just trying to share those strategies with everyone. Reach out if I can be of additional service. You can always go to focusforwardcoaching.com. I have links to my Impact Academy there, which is myimpactacademy.com/join. Tons of digital data information. Or just grab a spot on my calendar. You can find me at myimpactacademy.com/call. Would love to grab a Zoom with you. so that we can talk what's going on with you in your world and in your organization. So thanks for joining. Get out there, make it a great day, and make your bigger, bolder impact. Thanks.